For a short, bleak period of my life, I did sales. I would go door to door to businesses, small mom and pop, large corporate, and all in between, and try to speak to someone who could sign off on a check, someone who could make a grand, expensive decision. I'd sell them on some digital marketing, a new 360 virtual photo tour of their business, so on. It was terrible. I wasn't really great at it either, but I did try and get better. And in my quest for knowledge, I came across a man named Orrin Clough. He's a guy who boasts about selling all kinds of business deals to all kinds of peoples, to Russian oil oligarchs and personal friends of Vladimir Putin, the biggest people in real estate, Silicon Valley, and to some of the oldest automobile manufacturers in Europe. He claims to have sold it all. And of course, it sounds far-fetched. After all, he is a salesman.
You sell anything, sell that. Go ahead. Sell me that pen.
Can I finish eating first? I'm eating today.
Brad, show him how it's done. Boom. Sell me that pen. Watch. Go on.
But I gave it a shot. I listened to his book and watched some of his videos, his lectures, where he explains what he's doing. And through all of these stories, he's definitely selling himself as this amazing salesperson. He treats a sales pitch like a playwright treats their theater. He wants to control the entire scene, the beginning and end. This character enters, this character exits. He has a unique script and completely memorized for each situation and practices it like he's trying to break into Hollywood. He dedicates months of his life to a single sale, trying to get every little detail, every bit of knowledge perfect. And each part of the script is broken into different sections, and one of the first sections is called the flash roll. This is where when you meet someone, you have 60 to 90 seconds to prove to them that you know what you're doing, that you are worth their time. Again, he's talking to billionaires, investment bankers, all the people who get sales pitched. They get pitched constantly for almost everywhere they turn. And you have to convince them that you are different, that you are worth the time.
You're saying that at 8% the bonds fail and we are already at 4%?
That's right.
If they go to 8, it's Armageddon.
Yeah, that's right.
How come nobody's talking about this?
You're completely sure of the math.
Look at him. My quantitative, my math specialist, look at him. You notice anything different about him? Look at his face. His name's Yang. He won a national math competition in China. He doesn't even speak English.
Actually, my name's Jiang, and I do speak English. Jared likes to say I don't because he thinks it makes me seem more authentic.
And let's take it a little bit out of the sales world. Let's make it broader. Let's bring it into our world of stories. You're in a tight spot and you have to convince the next person who comes through this door that you are everything but what you appear. What do you say? Cue the flash roll.
Little payroll envelope addressed to himself.
Put it down.
Drop it! Relax. My name's Alan, Barry Allen, United States Secret Service.
We see some credentials.
Yeah, sure. Take my whole wallet. You want my gun, too? Come over here, take my gun. Hey, look, just do me a favor. Take a look outside. Look.
And we see this a lot in stories. Characters who arrive on a scene and immediately prove to everyone around them that they are highly competent, know what they're doing, and should be listened to. And let me know down in the comments below, what is your favorite flash roll or character introduction? Someone who just arrives and completely takes over the scene.
Ah, Landa, da sind Sie ja.
Emmanuel, voici le colonel SS Landa.
And for stories, a flash roll will convince the characters, other characters in the story, that they should follow, normally the main character or whoever's speaking in this moment. But more so, the more important target of this flash roll is that it convinces the audience that this character should be listened to, that this character deserves their time, that they should be followed. A character will come on screen. It's the writer's job to prove to the audience that they are worth their time, that this story being told in front of them is valuable. And with that common understanding, that they won't be disappointed, that they need to see this story through to the end.
You're sheltering enemies of the state, are you not?
We, the audience, are skeptical. We're hesitant to spend our time, our hard-earned time from that job that you hate, the kids who may be kind of annoying even though you love them, chores, never-ending laundry or dishes, time off that you finally managed to carve away from yourself, and are you going to spend it on this story or that story? Imagine you get off from a double shift, dealing with dumb customers, overdemanding managers, and finally are off and you flip open a book, your phone, the TV, and there's a story trying to convince you to spend your time. And in that 5-second segment or little bitty snippet you get, the main character's an idiot. And they're not supposed to be one, it's not a comedy. They're not supposed to be dumb, but they are. So, after 10 seconds, 5 minutes, 2 episodes, 10 pages, 30 pages, you move on. The first flash roll for Andor is when we meet Cassian initially. He's looking for his sister in a brothel. 2 guards come up and begin to harass him and then follow him out. They threaten him, and then there's a struggle. One of the guards dies. The other begins to beg for his life, and this is the moment we know that what Cassian has to do. This guard isn't going to keep his mouth shut. There's no reason to. What will Cassian do? Is he going to make the hard decision, the right decision? These guards attacked him. Everything is kind of in self-defense. But the question is, what is he going to do? We want to see. Does he have it in him to bam? And then he shoots the guard and disappears into the night. He's calm and collected despite the situation. And this is a character we can invest in to see the downfall of the Empire. This is someone we're like, okay, I'm going to watch to see what this person does next, because they seem to know what to do. They've convinced us that they are worth our time. And there's another scene where Luthen Rail, Axis, the master manipulator and master planner behind everything, is caught inside this tractor beam. And this scene accomplishes a number of different goals. One, it shows the Empire's far-reaching control in the world. They are stopping and searching and thumbing through everything and everyone, innocent and not. It's great world building, and it shows the real danger the main characters are in. It's making sure to balance a sense of good luck and bad luck for our main characters. They aren't simply going to make it out or get away and escape due to plot armor or anything like that, or because they're the star of the show or anything like that. You have to explain why they make it out and get it out from here. And lastly, the most important thing is this is just such a cool scene. It makes us love Luthen all the more. We want to see him be awesome. We want to see why he's so powerful, why he's Axis, the man that the entire Empire can't catch. He's giving a full fight right back at the Empire. They're doing, this illegal traffic stop or just, being a bully, essentially. And they finally found somebody who's going to fight back. And the official here is so completely arrogant that we'll sit through just about anything to watch and see him get egg on his face, to stand defiant before that smug look he carries in his face, to show the Empire, that arrogance that Cassian mentioned in season 1, that utter arrogance. We want somebody to stand up against them. And we have this crazy character that we initially see, that's Saul Gora, I believe, and it's only for a short section of season 1. In season 2, we're introduced again with Will, who's been press gained / kidnapped / voluntold, however you want to put it, into teaching a number of Saul's crew how to manipulate this complicated device for a deadly resource, the Rhino. This member tells Saul that learning all these different variations is too difficult, and if he just knew the one, he could focus on getting that correct. And Saul tells him. And then the next scene, and it seems odd, it seems out of place, but we're not really sure. We don't know anything. In the next scene, Saul jumps up and kills the guy for being a spy for the Empire. He knew the whole time, or at least suspected. And now the Empire is waiting in the wrong spot to ambush someone who will never arrive, and he's killed the spy. It's this great move where he immediately establishes himself as a character who knows what's going on. There's a reason why he's in command. He's not just completely crazy. He's powerful and crazy. And if we didn't have these characters, but instead had this scrappy, unprepared, naive, young, Harry Potter, Luke Skywalker, even to some degree, character who, despite the odds, defeats the Empire, it would feel cheap, because the Empire has been established as this brutally efficient machine. We've seen Dedra Meero. We've seen what she can do. Dr. Gorse, this entire complete bureaucratic arm and wing of power of the Empire. And if, the young buck who just, despite determination and chosen one and blah, 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 just defeats them, it'd feel cheap. A plot armor or a fever dream with characters who somehow topple an enormous evil empire. The story is built up so much for the Empire that we would have to have. You have to have some sort of competent main characters, competent heroes, or else there'll be no good way to explain why the good guys can win or even come close. And it's incredibly satisfying to have these main characters and see the payoff, but this requires an equally matched villain. This is the dance you're doing. You're building up the Empire so you can build up a villain. So you can build up the Empire so you can build up a hero, You can build up the hero. You can balance it out. And it's built up so well that it will take truly extraordinary main characters in order to fight back. And to get the audience, to win the audience over, to see the story to its end, you have to have these moments where these characters essentially get to show off, where they get to prove to the audience that they are worth the time, that they are worth the investment. And thanks for watching. I'm Jeff Cassidy, and this is Fiction Applied. Please let me know in the comments, what character you think fits the role or moment you think a Flash role is or anything like that. Please do give the video a like, and thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. It's been fun making this one, so I hope to catch you guys in the next one. I'll see you.